Hello, I am Holly Patrick, Senior Journalist at North Star Meetings Group, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Margaret Reeves, Managing Director of RefTech, and David Preston, CEO of Realise. Thank you both for joining me at TMS TV.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, Holly. It's always good to be with you.
So I've heard a little rumour that you've got some exciting news to share about a partnership. Margaret, tell us more.
Yes, because we do badging and registration and we have clients all over, a lot of our UK clients also do events in the United States, and we get inquiries from the United States, and post-COVID shipping costs have gone through the roof for one, which has made it very, very expensive, and obviously we're not competitive then. But then we've explored the journey because we're getting other inquiries, and through a chance conversation with David, he said, actually, I can help you on that journey. We can help provide freelance staff to help run your events, and we can maybe put you in touch with somebody that can help store your equipment. And it's just gone from there. So anything you want to add?
No, absolutely. And that's, our business is about providing people who understand the world of events, but also understand technology. And we have people around the world from San Francisco right through to Adelaide in Australia. And therefore what Margaret was looking for was somebody who already had those relationships rather than having to try and forge them herself. And that's what we do. And as Margaret says, we also have a partner in the US that deals with managing that equipment. Mm-hmm. Because to store it and manage the shipping and everything yourself is a real just pain. You need somebody who's a professional at it. So we introduce them. They've gone, directly with Margaret to ship the equipment through the US, and together, I think what we're doing is providing a solution for the clients that actually makes it more cost-effective. One could argue more sustainable because we're not flying international flights, from London to Santa Clara. We've just done an event, and that way, everybody wins in that argument.
Absolutely. So this partnership came around because RefTech want to expand into the US, and you say it was a serendipitous conversation. So just tell me a little bit more about that, and then how long has the conversation been going on for before you said, let's do this, let's partner?
I think we've been talking probably about 4 or 5 months. I'd already spoken to David, talked about my ideas on what we wanted to do. We've contemplated, do we open up a US arm of the business, but I've decided against that because that's just a whole host of pain and unnecessary pain at the moment. And David just voiced his experience, his thoughts, his ideas, and also we're both very much of the ethos that people buy into people, and it's all about relationships, and we're both on the same level with how we look at that scenario. And David said, I want to help you. So I've latched on to that experience and look forward to expanding it further.
And what will that look like in practice then for your US RefTech clients, and then obviously utilising your experience with Realise in the US? What does that look like in practical terms?
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah, go on, carry on. Yeah.
So it means that we don't have the headache of having to ship equipment from the UK to the US. Building the relationship with the other partner, expanding the knowledge on how our equipment works, the software works, getting them to build the equipment for us, prep the events, David organising the freelancers to be on site at whatever, with 2 freelancers, one's just done Santa Clara and the other's done an event in Boston, and they've shadowed one of our UK guys because we'd never put anybody in cold without knowledge or experience. So yeah, it's just giving us the ability to quote more people in the US, and hopefully then it will give the clients more confidence in knowing that the equipment's not coming UK to US, which is more chances of customs pulling it, which we've had happen, and it having delays. Because at the end of the day, we've agreed to provide a service to an event. If our equipment doesn't turn up, what happens? We could potentially end up in court because we've not delivered what we've agreed to.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to minimise the potential shortfalls and issues that can arise, and also allow us to look for more business in the States rather than it just be UK clients dealing with events in the States.
Really exciting.
I think, with us and having the team already there, it's their experience event people anyway. So, if something did get delayed for whatever in shipping, they've still got to ship it sometimes across the US. They're there. They're in the time zone. They're, available right there to sort out. They're event managers. Event managers love being given a problem because that's their job, is to fix the problem. Okay, so they're there, they're ready, and they're not having to worry about waking anybody up in the UK because it's late at night in the US and this sort of stuff to get the problem resolved. And that again is where we come in, is the fact that we already have that team established. And as Margaret expands the business, and if she wants to go east this time instead of west, we've already got people in that part of the world as well, sort of thing. So carrying on around the world just enables Margaret to expand her business beyond the base that she's got in the UK at the moment, which is again win-win for everyone.
Really exciting.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Really forging ahead in the US is a really, really exciting opportunity. So, audience who might be watching this, how can they find out more about RefTech and what you do, and also more about Realise and what you do? Margaret, let's start with you.
We're on obviously social. We've got our RefTech website. We're very visual on LinkedIn, and very active with the promotional stuff that we post and share. Once we've formally announced, we'll start to promote the US side, and then look at ways that we can build our database, and then obviously reach out to those people to try and gauge interest. We attended EventTech Live in Vegas last year, and that proved very interesting and very worthwhile. Came away with a lot of inquiries and leads, and it seems very strange in one way, because we're a UK company, so you would expect the American companies to want to use a US supplier, but we all know that the pricing structure in the US is very, very different to what it is in the UK, and they seem keen to want to talk to other people. I don't know if you find that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think again, just having that mix of having the right people, but also having a UK-based organisation just helps Americans as well understand that there is life and a world outside of America. Which is, it's an interesting point of view. But coming back to your question, we're again very similar. Look at us for realise.me.uk. We're on socials as well, and we often talk about beyond just the deployment of technology. We're very big into, what do you do with the information you gather from your technology? How do you actually interpret the data, and how do you collect the data in the right place? So that's a lot of what we do. People who are interested, you'll find us, as I say, on the website and on socials.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Margaret and David, thank you so much for your time today. It's great to hear about this collaboration, and I look forward to seeing what happens next.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Holly.
Thanks.
Thank you for the opportunity.